Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Mm.
Who have you got on today, Lisa?
I've got Bagpuss on.
You've got who?
Bagpuss.
Bagpuss.
Bagpuss. I said Bagpuss.
I thought you said Bagpuss.
Bagpuss.
Puss. But yes, we just wanted to say a few words about Peter Firmin, didn't we?
We did, yes, who sadly passed away on Sunday.
Now, we did a look at the book The Art of Small Films, but we just looked at the Bagpuss stuff.
We did.
In that.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we could just leaf through the book
Yes.
briefly
And talk about some memories.
and talk about some of his other shows.
These wonderful things. And the thing we should probably say about Peter Firmin and Oliver Postgate is that I would like to live in their world.
Yes.
Because it's kind and gentle and everybody's nice to each other. And it's, we could do with that really, couldn't we?
Yes. Well, the earliest stuff I think I was aware of was probably Pogle's Wood.
Yes, you love Pogle's Wood, don't you?
I love Pogle's Wood.
Yes.
Because it's, it's set in the country.
Yes.
And you get to learn things about country ways. But it's still quite magical.
It is.
So you've got Mr. and Mrs. Pogle, and there they are.
Yes.
And you've got the plant who talks
Yes.
and drinks bilberry wine. Don't know whether that makes it a cannibal plant or not, because should plants drink wine based on other plants?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Best not to go into that.
But then you've got Pippin and Tog, and you've got the scary witch in the early episodes, and then they were told, no, you can't.
You can't keep doing that, no. It's
But Tog's a weird thing. He's a sort of
squirrel.
Well, yeah, he's a sort of squirrely mouse thing. I don't know quite what he's meant to be. Some sort of. But you notice that his colouring is quite Bagpussy.
He is quite Bagpussy because obviously you don't see it in colour because it's made in black and white. But when you look at a picture, he is.
But I vaguely remember sort of seeing it on because these were all black and white. But of course, black and white stuff was still repeated well into the sort of 70s.
Yes, and 80s.
Yeah, that's true. And I did have a Pogle's annual.
All right, okay.
And I'm not sure what's happened to it. But one of the things I remember about that was there was a story about the island of Gamp.
Right.
Which is where all the umbrellas grew.
Okay.
And I think Pippin and Tog, I think it was both of them, I'm not sure. They had an umbrella and it was raining. So they got an umbrella and they flew up using the umbrella, a bit like Mary Poppins, up into the clouds where the big tap was that causes the rain, and they turned the tap off so it stopped raining.
Okay.
And that was really quite strange. But yeah.
I like the fact it's called the Island of Gamp as well.
Yes, there's a little
Dickens
gag there for you. But yeah, I don't remember much about the individual plots. But again, there was a BBC video release of it, which I did get. I was very, very pleased to get. I mean, there's shows like The Penguins, which we have got.
We have.
But we've only seen about the first couple of episodes. But
yes.
I like the first one when one of them's on the washing line.
Yeah, it's Mr. Penguin, isn't it? That Father Penguin.
Yeah, he's sort of been washed.
He's been washed and he's hanging on the line by his...
He's got a peg on his beak.
Yeah.
But what was it? They said that the trouble with that was that you soon learn not to do stop motion animation. Stop motion animation. Outside because the light changes from shot to shot.
Yes. Yeah.
So not only do you get all these flickery shadow effects, if you get things like a caterpillar walking across frame, it does this weird crazy dance.
All right, okay.
You're just capturing some of its motion. But yeah. But there's the clangers, Lisa.
Oh, I love the clangers.
No.
Love the clangers.
To me, it always used to be that there used to be a 5-minute thing before the news after... Well, not say after kids' programmes, but at the end of the kids' programmes.
Yeah, before, for the grown-ups.
There was all a 5-minute animation.
Yeah, so like Paddington or...
Yeah.
Magic
And
Roundabout.
to me, the highlights were always Magic Roundabout and Clangers. And I guess the fact that Clangers was in space sort of nudged me a bit more towards Clangers because I liked astronomy. But yeah, it's a fantastically well thought out world, isn't it? So there it is, sort of hanging in space
Yes.
with all the dustbin lids visible.
Yes.
But again, I don't think I really had much in the way of Clangers merchandise.
No.
But you bought me one once, didn't you?
I did.
Was it for Christmas
Yes.
or a birthday present
Yeah.
or something?
Oh, yes. Yeah, and when it was wrapped up, didn't you knock it or something?
Well,
and it made
you
a noise.
gave it to me and I took it home in my bag. And it had a mechanism inside and it would whistle.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow I must have sort of nudged it on something.
Yes.
Because I got out of my car and thought, I can hear a clanger. Who's got a clanger? Have they got one next door that they're playing with or something? And I honestly didn't clock that could have been what... I spent ages wondering where that clanger was, and I only knew when I opened it. And I went, oh, that explains it. But I was looking under hedges and like, where is it? I thought there was a clanger on the loose. But, you know, with the new series of the clangers, I mean, you've really got to know it a lot better. Had you known it?
I had watched it, yes. But when they brought it back, I mean, obviously, sadly, Oliver Postgate was not around to do the narration, so they got Michael Palin, who's probably the next best thing, because he got a very nice, soothing voice. So I believe in America you get William Shatner.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
we've not really seen any of those, but that must be an experience.
Okay.
And it's lovely. It's, you know, I always think, you know, if you've had a bad day, just stick an episode of the Clangers on and you will instantly feel happier. And I watched the first episode when it came back, and for some reason it made me cry, and I have no idea why.
Because it was so nice.
Because it was so nice. And they all loved each other and supported each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just really love it. I love the fact that, you know, they all appreciate each other.
I mean, Peter is, you know, the sort of chief designer of these worlds.
Yes.
And for instance, with Clangers, we've got a shot here of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the soup dragon, you've got the froglets, and you've got the music boat. And it's sort of a long brass thing with a sticky up pole and a roll of music on it that powers it. And I love that weird sort of, you know, it's got to have something that gives it energy.
Yes.
And the idea that music is a force is brilliantly bonkers.
Yes.
And it's that thing that appealed to me. It's got its own mad laws of physics, but within that world it's totally consistent with itself, you know, so there's a great deal of thought goes into that.
And I love the soup dragon. I love the fact that she overacts dreadfully whenever she's in a scene.
Oh, so he notices the camera's on it,
and she'll do a sort of
big-eyed look
at the camera,
you know, being shocked at stuff a bit too much.
And I love baby soup dragon. It's just, if somebody could produce a soft baby soup dragon, I would love that.
There's the iron chicken, and there's the baby iron chicken. Look at it.
It's so beautiful.
it's just a load of Meccano. That's all it is.
But it's got so much expression.
Yeah. So, but that's the genius of the design work, isn't it?
And I think one of our favourite ones from the new series is the metal bug one, isn't it? Because then it moves along, it makes a noise. It goes. I just adore that.
It's like a metal bug, but it sort of makes jazz.
It's a jazz metal bug.
Jazz sounds,
yeah. It's brilliant.
But right, let's move on to Bagpuss. So I mean, we have sort of talked about Bagpuss before.
I adore Bagpuss. It's a really tight contest between my favourite being the Clangers and Bagpuss. I think they're pretty much equal.
Yeah. But we've got a sort of little model Bagpuss. We've got a squishy Bagpuss that we took on holiday with us to Cambridge, didn't we?
No, we didn't take it on holiday. You gave it to me while we were on holiday.
Well, yes, but it travelled to Cambridge.
to Cambridge, yes.
You didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's Peter Firmin's house is actually the shop front for Bagpuss and Co. Emily, of course, is Peter's daughter. And there they are all in the shop.
Yes.
And Professor Yaffle, now, we talked about this before, but the original idea was, Professor Bogwood, who's a rather scary looking sort of humanoid figure with a big top hat and whiskers.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think Professor Yaffle works a lot better.
Yes, he's much less scary. It's not going to traumatise you.
And I love the idea that he doesn't know everything as well.
No, he thinks he does and he doesn't. He's a bit sort of like Owl in Winnie the Pooh, isn't he?
Yeah. You know, he knows what he knows, but then there is stuff that's utterly outside his radar. And again, the mouse organ, you know, being run off of computer tape that they found in the woods.
Yeah.
Which is basically what it was. So yeah, brilliant. And of course the biscuit mill that makes one chocolate biscuit out of one chocolate biscuit. And again, totally mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and brilliant songs in Bagpuss as well, because we put up one of the songs, but there's a whole album of stuff that's well worth a look. But there we go. Anyway, Ivor the Engine.
Oh, see, I love Ivor the Engine as well. Idris the Dragon.
Yeah.
And I love the episode where they're taking, one of the ladies has got a hat and they're taking the hat.
Or Mrs. Porty.
Mrs. Porty. But then they see the fox hunt. So they take the hat out the hat box and put the fox in the hat box.
Mr. Jones wears the hat.
To save it from the fox hunt, and she's a little bit put out till they tell her why they've done it, and she's like, oh no, that's fine.
Yeah. But I mean, again, I love the idea that you've got actual dragons in it as well, because I guess this was my idea of what Wales was like.
Yes.
You know, I had very little experience. It was a long time before I ever went to Wales. But I guess the closest I got to it was probably Bristol, and that was quite rare. But because this is the top left-hand corner of Wales, isn't it?
Yes.
So weirdly, the sort of the universe of Ivor the Engine isn't that far away from the village, from the prisoner. If you think that in that way.
Yes.
But again, it's a wonderful sort of community, isn't it?
Everybody looks out for each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what was it? The fish and chip shop. Idris goes and cooks the chips or something.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I love that. I'd love to go over to the fish and chip shop over the road and find they've got a little red Welsh dragon helping out. You know, that's lovely as well. What else have we got? A Nog in the Nog, of course.
Oh yeah, Nog in the Nog's great, and it's quite scary. Nog in the Nog.
Well, I mean, there's the Lewis chessmen there, which is
what it's based on.
Which is what the sort of figures are sort of based around.
And not Bad the Bad's really quite horrible.
I shall fill it with diamonds and rubies, and they will cut you to shrebbons. He's a real proper mad villain character, isn't he?
Yes.
But yeah, this whole, because it's called the saga of Nog in the Nog, and it's all in that tradition of grand storytelling of myth, and you know, it's not that far away from Tolkien, is it? Really?
No.
In the world it's building.
Maybe not quite so serious as Tolkien.
No, I mean, yeah, the fact,
none the worse for that.
Because you've got the Dragons Friendly Society.
Yes.
Which is like the dragon, sort of the treasurer of it. So it's not like he's guarding the treasure because he's sort of evil. It's if dragons are in trouble or they need a pension, that's where they go to.
Yes.
So it is that thing about being helpful as well. Yes. But there's Nogbad on the rock with his
castle,
and all done in silhouette. And yes, I mean look at the landscape there. It's beautifully drawn.
Very,
you know.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we cannot recommend this book highly enough. If you like Peter Firmin and Oliver Postgate stuff, then this, it's an essential buy.
But yeah, I mean, Postgate and Firmin, did so much good work that I really enjoyed as a kid, and I still enjoy going back to now because again, it's written and designed with some intelligence. It treats you as
the audience as intelligent. Yes.
It's not written down because it's for kids.
No.
They've got big ideas and they've got important ideas as well. So thanks to.
And also, we should say about Peter Firmin was involved with Basil Brush as well.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, inventor of, or designer of Basil Brush as well.
So if the clangers and Bagpuss and Pogle's Wood and Noggin the Nog and all that isn't enough to thank him for, we've got the wonderful Basil Brush as well.
Okay, well, there you are. Just a few thoughts. And, we'll be back again soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.